Everyone. It's been forever since I've done a long form video. I don't like shorts, but it's all I ever post anymore. So I thought I would do something about that. It's Sunday night at
5:55 p.m.
almost 6 o'clock. I'm probably actually gonna start vlogging tomorrow, really. I don't know if there's gonna be much to vlog tonight, but I thought I would at least start. This is a vlog that Monday is a good day to vlog. Why don't I vlog anymore? Well, part of the reason is I've got a lot of days that a caregiver, assistant, whatever you want to call this woman that comes to help me, comes, and that's a big chunk of time. And one day maybe I'll have the courage to just shamelessly vlog in front of a caregiver. Yeah, we're on YouTube right now, or we're recording for YouTube. Just be open about it. That is so not me. I don't know if or when I'll ever be ready to do that. I don't like to vlog around people. I don't like picking up other people's voices in my videos. And that's all that needs to be said about that. So I'm not likely to vlog with her here. And at a time like this, when there's 24 hours plus before she'll come, this is a good time to vlog. Or of course I could vlog on a day that she's here and I'll just say, okay, this is what's been going on this morning. I might have vlogged this morning. Caregiver's coming in like a couple of minutes. It won't be vlogging that. I'll talk to you after she's gone. But it's also just as easy to not vlog during those days. So anyway, maybe if I get into the groove of vlog form videos again, I will learn how to vlog all over again. But we will see how this one goes. I just have always liked watching vlogs and have never liked watching shorts. But in a time where I'm just finally coming out of a really quite an isolated and depressive time of my life, I just was kind of existing and not living, not all that happy, I was just feeling blah, and not a whole lot has changed in terms of life circumstances, but maybe it's just a mindset shift that needed to happen. Maybe it's just fill the glass a little bit more. I mean, let's just call it like it is. I've always been kind of a glass half empty kind of girl. That's not the greatest way to be, but it's a way that I've kind of often been, maybe always been. And I don't know, maybe the fact that the temperature is rising has kind of filled the glass a little bit more. Because even though I don't go out and stand outside waiting for Postmate orders at this point, because I've got food in the refrigerator and don't really need to be getting fast food. But one of these days I'm just going to say, screw it. I've been really good not eating fast food for days, weeks. I'm going to do this for myself. And I'll get something. But tonight's not the night for that. But even though I'm not standing there waiting for an order, just standing there in the outside when the weather's nice and warm and not rainy and cold and ugh, there's just something about that apparently really does lift your spirits. And so I've done that over the past couple of days, and maybe that's part of the reason I'm feeling better. But anyway, now that I've rambled for probably a good 10 minutes, actually it's only been about 5 minutes, but still, I'm gonna call this the end of this part of the vlog and talk to you later, probably tomorrow. Should I break down and get one of these Zoom X1 or Zoom M1 or Zoom whatever it is recorders? Wonder how much they cost. And vlog with those, or get another Olympus recorder and vlog with that, or keep vlogging on this Victor 2, that's what I'm vlogging on now, or keep vlogging on my old and faithful. He's, I don't know if or when I'm ever going to be willing to give him up, but he is a Braille Sense U2, and he has existed for, it has been, in June it's going to be 10 years since I've had him. 10 years. He has held up through a lot, and he's still going strong. I've got so many pieces of technology, and now well, let's face it, if I could afford it, I would get every piece of technology, every piece of audio recording technology, like small audio recording technology, and every piece of made for the blind technology that existed. I mean, it could be argued that it's an addiction, but it's kind of like a guy and tools. Like it's like the guy, it's like Tim Taylor. He has how many tools? If you watch Home Improvement, Tim Taylor has hundreds and hundreds of tools. And I bet if he had the bucks and his wife would let him, he would buy hundreds of other tools. That's me and technology. Just call me Ann the Tech Girl V. We actually almost did a podcast at my soon-to-be ex job called Tech Time, and then it was changed to All Access, and then it became something that we, I don't know what became of All Access. I don't know. Well, the bottom line is, if I wanted to bad enough, I could create Tech Time by myself, probably. But if there's one thing I'm learning about creating podcasts for a community college, it's you can't do it by yourself. You can't create an episode by yourself. You can't. Yeah. Anyway, I think I have something to offer the world. I think we will find the thing, the place. I think maybe this podcast team is not it. The college is not it. YouTube may well be it, but I don't have high hopes anymore of making a living on YouTube. It would be nice if I could, but you have to meet certain standards as far as how many people are interested enough in your crap to watch it to make even a few cents, let alone a few dollars or a few $100s or a few $1,000s. That's probably not where my money's going to come from, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do it if I want to. Did I come here to say something, or did I just start recording to record? I think what I'm saying is I recorded the intro on my Braille Sense U2. I'm recording this on my Victor Reader Stream 2. And I don't have a dedicated vlogging recorder yet. I have it in my head that once I have one, maybe that will make me want to vlog more or record more. But having the desire, the motivation, the creativity, the ideas, the drive to do it will help too. In fact, I think that's what you have to have first before you get the perfect piece of technology to call your vlogging recorder. I love that. 70 degrees, or 72 degrees, or 70 something degrees tomorrow. Love that. Love that. One of these days I'll get the courage to relocate one more time and move to like a place where it's always that like year-round, Texas or California or Arizona or Florida, like someplace where it's just nice like that all year round. I worry about hurricanes in a place like Louisiana or Texas, or even Florida. But really the biggest reason why I don't plan on moving there instead of where I plan to live in a few years is I don't know anyone there. And as a blind and autistic person, a support system is important. And if I don't know a soul somewhere, then, I mean, that's not going to be the recipe for anything good necessarily. So I'm going to keep it to places where I actually know people. Maybe now that I'm feeling better, I'll have the motivation, the drive, the desire to actually put some action where my mouth is and start researching places in my future home city. So I know where I'm going to live when that day comes when, oh my gosh, I've lost the main person I would like to call my support. And now I've got the other person who I care for. They mean well, but I don't want to count on only them. So it's time to move. I know that day is going to creep up on me and kick me in the butt if I don't do some preparations now. And I've known that for months. And have I done anything about it? No, not really. Hopefully soon I'll finally have whatever it is that I'm lacking to actually get my butt in gear and do what has to be done. Good morning. It is 7:32. I don't know if I'm like mentally up yet, but I have a non-work related meeting at 9 o'clock. It's a demo of a piece of technology I've kind of got my proverbial eye on, even though I know that I can't justify buying it right now. I don't know if I'll ever be able to justify buying it, but yeah, that doesn't mean I can't find out how cool it is and how exactly it would work, and I'd love to hear that voice and make sure that it really... I want to know if what I think is going to happen is really going to happen with this. So, looking forward to that. And then... if my actions actually keep up with my thinking that I might do this, right after that I might make a phone call that I might call someone that I thought about calling this person more often. I never call this person. I called him once. It was cool to talk to him. I was like, okay, this is my future. I should probably call this person every so often, and then I let a month go by and haven't called them. So today probably ought to be the day. And then from probably about 10:30 to 1, I can kind of do my own thing, and then I have to show up for a work meeting. Now, will I stay for the whole meeting? No. Do I even need to spend a whole lot of time there? Maybe not, you know. I just want to check in with them. And there's a new meeting, a new kind of meeting going on. We've switched from Google Meet to Zoom, so I should probably just show up just to acknowledge, yes, I've gotten the message. We talked about it on Thursday, but I've gotten the message. It works. Yeah, I'm here. So there's that, and then at 4 o'clock, I've got a virtual appointment, and I don't know how much of this I'm going to vlog, but that's what my day looks like. And then, of course, from 5 to whatever time I go to bed, that's just my time. Now, the question is this going to show up in my Zoom, or am I going to have to find the email with the link in it and click on that?
Share. Schedule. Button. No upcoming meetings.
No upcoming meetings. Well, it's on my calendar. I don't know why it's not here, but there's probably some kind of setting I would have to change, but right now is not the time to figure that out. I will go find the email.
Mail. 11 unread email. Reminder.
There it is.
Select the last. No message content. A039F69N441.
I don't know if you just heard that, but when you have a graphic, that's what VoiceOver does. VoiceOver, JAWS, Narrator, any of these screen readers that we use because we can't read the screen for ourselves because we're too blind or too print reading disabled. It tries to read all this, it reads this string of letters and numbers and characters that means nothing. Because it can't see inside the graphic to really, because it's not programmed to decipher that graphic in a way that we can actually understand it. It just tries to read it and fails miserably. I don't think I can quite wrap my head around this, but I'm definitely interested. Okay, that's cool. I don't know that I will ever use that, but PowerPoint and presentations from the cool piece of technology I'm hearing about, that is cool. I really wonder if you truly can do like editing on this thing. I would like to know how that would happen, but I bet the answer is yes. Yeah, how in the world does that happen? How do you use a screen reader with a thing that already has speech? Like, that's... Looking forward to hearing about this. And you haven't mentioned it yet, but my screen reader of choice, JAWS, I saw something about how you guys are partnering with the JAWS manufacturer to have JAWS on this thing, which would be really cool. I'm not going to hear it today, am I? Okay, this is what I'm here for. Bring on the demos.
I'm going to tell my speech mode talk. We can use our space file manager.
Well, that's the NVDA voice, alright. If I inserted JAWS, I would hope that I would get that voice. My biggest problem with common note takers is that I've lost the voice of JAWS, the voice of my preferred. That's just the voice that I prefer. I talked about that before. If I am having a story read to me, whether I wrote it or someone else wrote it, exclaim at an exclamation mark, man. Don't be a Vulcan. None of these voices in the common note takers know how to not be a Vulcan. I'm not sure about this guy. Now, JAWS, if I can get JAWS and JAWS still has the same voice that it does on my computer, that will answer that problem.
We'll have traditional a cappella voices. If that's your thing, we also have eloquence voice as well.
Yes.
The options is for you. It's flexible for you to install those.
Yes. I just got the answer to my question. I wonder if this is going to end up on YouTube. Maybe I'll link this conference in case there's any blind tech nerds like me who are watching and you're like, wow, I wish I could be there to actually watch this in its entirety. I don't know if that phone call is going to happen today. It's 10 o'clock now and I'm still in this conference. My head's going somewhere. I don't know how realistic this is or when it's going to happen, but maybe instead of getting a new laptop when mine dies out on me, maybe I'll get one of these things. I mean, is that crazy? It might be too crazy to make happen, or it might be the right thing to do. Obviously, my hope is that my laptop will not die anytime soon, but just saying. Tech dies out, it happens. Alright, I would love to get my hands on one of these things, just to touch it, to pick it up and then put it right back down, to just feel how light it is. Just, this would be really cool. This would be... If my organized blind organization of choice has a convention close enough to me that I can actually go. It's not this year, but maybe next year. We'll see. But this would be a reason to go to a convention, because the exhibit hall, I am like a kid in a candy store when it comes to that exhibit hall. And I would love to go to this booth and say, let me just experience a little bit of this device. This sounds like it's awesome. It sounds like it kicks ass, and I would love to touch it before I bought it. Like, I love the sound of this. It's really cool. I just can't justify spending that kind of money, but that's the same problem I always have. But yeah, we'll see. That was cool. It was worth every minute I spent on it. It's later than I'd like it to be as far as calling this person. Maybe I can do it tomorrow. Or maybe I'll do it next week. Just because I'm fairly certain that it won't be until next week that, I could call this week and say, hey, I hope it goes well. Or I could call next week and say, hey, how'd that go? I've got a few days to make that decision, so. Anyway, now I've got 2 hours and 40 minutes to, first of all, offload all this footage into my, the folder that is holding this evolving vlog, and then figure out what else I want to do between now and work. Obviously, I got to eat something, but that's not going to take 2 hours. Anyway, talk to you next time I want to talk to you. I am going to have to face the fact that it is time to get ready for work. It was time to get ready for work before. I am just not wanting to move on, but I can't wait anymore. It's 15 minutes before I've got to be there. Work Zoom, please still be logged in.
Zoom.
Yes, okay. I'm going to this work meeting now. This is not something I will vlog, so I'll talk to you later. Okay, that was not a whole lot happened at that meeting, but I went. So, as long as they're willing to pay me for going, I'll go. I almost gave in to temptation and got stuff that I really didn't need. And waited outside for it, but either the phone app was being a jerk, or there truly is, like, everything I ordered isn't available, which doesn't make sense to me. I just chalk it up to I wasn't meant to have that today. So, if I was determined enough to get a Postmates order, I could have gone to a different restaurant or said, okay, screw it, I'm just going to get, what can I throw in my cart that actually is there until I get, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go outside. I don't need an order to wait for to go outside. I couldn't vlog anything out there because the whole time I was out there, other people were out there talking, and I ended up talking to someone, and I just, like I've said earlier, I just don't vlog that kind of stuff. I just can't in good conscience. So I felt a warmer 70 degrees, but it wasn't bad. It was 70 degrees and cloudy. There's a big difference between that and 70 degrees and sunny. It wasn't awful by any means, but 70 and sunny would have been nicer. And now all of a sudden it's almost 3 o'clock, and I've got an appointment in like an hour, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. I hope this vlog doesn't end up being too boring for you. All it is just me talking. Well, that's not true. I gave, I guess, kind of a sneak peek at the conference this morning. Conference, webinar, whatever you want to call it. It was called a webinar, but I don't know how much I'm going to include when I edit this, but that was probably the highlight of my day, honestly. Even though I just can't justify taking that kind of money out and getting that. I mean, I could do it. But right now, some part of me that's worried about blowing all my money and then needing more and not having more won't let me. And just like that, it's 5 o'clock. And I think I will maybe wrap this up. Thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.